Following is a morning walk conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on April 7th, 1975, in Hyderabad, India.
Just like sometimes we'll hear our men, they'll be chanting. Yesterday I heard that someone was chanting Nitai-Gaura, Nitai-Gaura, Nitai, Nitai-Gaura. Like that, I'll hear different mantras. Someone's chanting Radhe, 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 Radhe. Like that at kirtan.
Well, that is not done by the acaryas, but there is no harm chanting Radhe. But sometimes it is degraded to make something new invention. Therefore, better to stick to Hare Krishna and Sri-Krsna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Otherwise, just like the sahajiyas, they have invented Nitai-Gaura Radhe Syama, Hare Krsna Hare Rama. These things will come gradually, but they are not approved. They are called chara-kirtana, or concocted kirtana. But there is no harm chanting Radhe. The better stick to this Panca-tattva and maha-mantra. Like Nitai-Gaura Radhe Syama, Hare Krsna Hare Rama. There is Nitai-Gaura Radhe Syama, but it is not approved. Mahajana Jena Gata Sapanta. You have to follow the Mahajana. Chaitanya Charitamrita you will find Sri-Krsna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda, never Nitai-Gaura Radhe Syama. So why should we do that?
Of the Nitai-Gaura Radhe Syama, that previously he was a follower of Bhaktisiddhanta, but then he was rejected. And then he started his own camp.
Yes. He was meeting Bhaktivinoda Thakur. What is called? Charan
Prabhupada, sometimes during arati, many bona fide bhajans are sung, but not much Hare Krishna. Is that not a good tendency? That maybe just 2 or 3 minutes of Hare Krishna mantra and many other bhajans.
No. We should stick to Hare Krishna. Sri-Krsna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Jeev Jago, these are also Hare. But Hare Krishna is maha-mantra. What is sung by Mahajana, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, that can be sung.
Back to Godhead. But when one is situated in pure transcendental love of Krishna, then wherever he may be, that's back to Godhead, isn't it?
Yes.
So then we should desire not to go back to Vaikuntha, but to go back to be situated in our pure service to Krishna.
Yes. Pure devotee does not aspire anything. Simply to be engaged in loving service of the Lord. Wherever it is, he doesn't.
Everything, and they're perfect in everything. But sometimes from our material viewpoint, we see some discrepancy. Just like we think that...
Because material viewpoint. The viewpoint is wrong, therefore we find this wrong.
So we should think that we have to be correct.
Yeah. Acharya is explained, Bhakti Samsana. One is preaching the cult of devotional service, is acharya. Then, why we should find any discrepancy?
We say, for instance, sometimes the acharya may seem to forget something or not to know something. So from our point of view, if someone has forgotten that is an imperfection.
That is not the, that you do not understand. Acharya is not God, omniscient. He is servant of God, his business is to preach bhakti cult. That is acharya.
And that is the perfection.
That is the perfect. Hare Krishna.
So we have a misunderstanding about what perfection is.
Yeah, perfection is there. How he is preaching bhakti cult. That's all.
Prabhupada, there's also a question of reciprocation. You have so many disciples, thousands, and one devotee was asking me yesterday, I want to please Srila Prabhupada, how does he know my progress and my service? Because when I'm so far away from him and if I don't write him.
So he is the president, the GVG, they will see.
The representative may be there, but what is my personal relationship?
To obey your spiritual master. Whatever he has said, you follow strictly. Follow the regulatory principle, chant 16 names, that's all.
Prabhupada, when Srila Vyasadeva was lamenting after compiling so many Vedic literatures before compiling Srimad Bhagavatam, he said to his spiritual master Narada Muni that to please enter within me and find out my deficiency. You are as good as the all-pervading super soul.
That is always the position of disciple, to find out this deficiency in the character of disciple.
He said that you are as good as the all-pervading super soul.
Yeah, he pointed out the deficiency that he has not described so elaborately about the Supreme Personality of God. He has touched only the social, religious, political point of views. That was his deficiency. So, a disciple is always in deficiency before his spiritual master. It's like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Guru more murkha dekhi gorila sasana. My spiritual master saw me a full number one, therefore he has chastised me. So a disciple should be always ready to chastise. He should not think that he has become perfect. That is perfect. So long he thinks that he is not perfect, is to be chastised, then he is perfect. And as soon as he thinks that he has become perfect, he is nonsense. Immediately. Nonsense number one. All has to be chastised by the spiritual master for perfection. And if you think that now he has become perfect, then he is foolish. Mahaprabhu said, Guru more murkha, my spiritual master saw me in full number one. What is full number one? He is God himself. But that is the position. He should remain always the full number one, ready to be chastised. Then is perfect. Moral instruction, Chanakya Pandit gives this instruction that lalane bahavo dosha, starane bahavo guna. If you chastise your son or disciple, he will improve. And if you say, oh, you are all right, then he will degrade. Tasma Puttrancha Shishyancha Tarayat, not Lalaya. Therefore, you always chastise your son and disciple. Never is flat. What is called? Flatting? Flat. Yeah, no.
Prabhupada, in one purport in the Bhagavad Gita, you write that a disciple of a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything.
Yes, if he follows the spiritual master.
But how could he know? What does that mean, everything?
Everything means whatever his guru knows, he should know. That much. Not like God, everything. Within his limit, that's all. If he tries to understand whatever his guru has said, that much is everything. Otherwise everything does not mean that we know everything, like God, like Krishna. That is not possible. He regularly chants and follows the regulatory principles, follow the orders of Guru, then he knows everything. That's all. Not very much. Not everything, what is the use of reading book? Then you know everything. Except Krishna. He knows past, present, future, everything. We cannot expect anyone to know like Krishna everything.
In the Bhagavad Gita, that one who knows him knows everything.
Yes, because he knows that Krishna is the supreme personality of God, then he knows everything. That's all.
There may be material things he doesn't know, but they're useless. If there's some material information that such a person doesn't know, that's not really knowledge anyway. If he doesn't know how many people live in, like Kishore could not write, so it appeared that there was something he did not know, although he knew Krishna.
Yes, he knows everything. Otherwise, how Bhakti Siddhanta accepted him as Guru?
Srila Prabhupada, is there any instance when you were chastised by your spiritual master? Is there any instance when you were chastised by your spiritual master?
Oh yes. I remember that moment was very valuable.
Yeah. Can you tell us the story?
Yeah. I think I have to say that.
When you were speaking to one man?
Yeah. He became very angry and chastised.
During a lecture by Srila Panca-tattva?
Huh?
This is during a lecture?
Yeah. I was not one of my old brother. He wanted to speak something, so I laid my hand immediately. So he chastised him more than.
But
Lord Chaitanya chastised someone more than Advaita Acharya, Advaita felt that he had been neglected, because he had not received the greater chastisement.
He wanted to be chastised, so things are not fulfilled in his